Of all the famous images preserved in our national archives, the most requested photo of all time is this one.
Guys, thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
We've been sitting here all day.
You've been sitting here all day?
All day, really.
When you're researching and preparing for a role like this, how is the preparation different when you're doing characters that people know?
Our job is like detectives,
right.
And we got to figure out what clues are real and what clues are not. And of course, when you have two figures like this, where there's a lot of clues out there that a lot of people have opinions about, you know, how many books about Elvis, how many books about Nixon are out there. But ultimately, it just came down to wanting to try to honor this strange, unexpected meeting between these two men and just try to get to the essence of who they were.
People that have a preconceived idea of who Elvis was, I think this is a new light into who he is.
And Nixon, too.
And Nixon, exactly. And for me, I think it's such a fascinating, crazy story that you wouldn't kind of believe was true, but it actually did happen.
And brilliant, I can't emphasize, brilliant performances by Michael Shannon and Kevin Spacey. Really amazing. I mean, you guys did pretty good too, but they were brilliant.
No, they weren't.
They were.
The coffee table is a dish with M&Ms. Those are only for the president.
M&Ms are my favorite.
Mine too.
There is also an unopened bottle of Dr. Pepper.
You have a bottle opener?
Please do not open it. Please do not drink from it because it's only for the president.
What in the good God is going on?
I wanted to ask you, how did you guys get involved with Elvis and Nixon? That's a big question for everybody.
My agent called.
Right.
I'm glad they called. You know, to get to work with the actors I got to work with on this project and the script, and Liza Johnson's a wonderful director. But I got it the regular way.
Tell me about working with Kevin Spacey and what was that experience like, and kind of like filming in this mock, I guess, like White House situation?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's fun when you get to be in scenes with incredibly talented actors, and those scenes are 7 or 8 pages because you really get to see them sort of ramp up and see them sort of in their element. I mean, really take control of a scene. So it was a fun set to be on.
And why do you guys think that the meeting between Nixon and Elvis is so fascinating to the public even today?
Because it's ridiculous.
Right.
You have it's Nixon on one hand and Elvis just showing up.
Right.
The first thing in the morning with a bunch of guns on him, wanting to meet the president. He wants a badge. You know, it's like a little kid.
Right.
He wanted a badge, and it's amazing.
I mean, you guys are all big names in your own right. Have you ever used your celebrity status to meet someone famous? Or
I used Johnny's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Definitely.
To the president.
You'll never guess in a million years who just showed up at the Northwest Gate asking to see him.
It's Elvis. Elvis Presley.
There's no topping the dropping your name at the front gate of the White House to
Right.
get in, you know.
It's so funny because you're playing characters in this political comedy, but we're in the midst of an election. I mean, are you guys interested in seeing who's going to be the next? Are you putting your money on anybody?
Elvis didn't like to talk politics.
Right.
And out of respect for Elvis, you know,
Right.
We'll do the
we're not going to
same.
talk either.
Do the same. What about the costumes? It was kind of like a period piece. What did you
Yeah.
guys think about getting dressed up for the roles?
So fun. His chops were real though, but he's hairy. He can grow. I don't know if I could grow
do it.
chops like that. It'd be spotty and sad.
Right.
I was bummed. I was just wearing a normal suit, which I liked. I mean, I enjoyed the suit that I was in, the glasses, but deep down I wanted to wear pink suede, shoes or alligator boots or a carpentry belt or
I just love the
Mexican
time.
jumpsuit. I would have worn it all.
It's just the carpentry of what we would wear. It was almost like, at 2 a.m. eating a falafel. For me, I think it was incredible to have that experience because that kind of era and being in that kind of costume really sets your mind to kind of be in the moment.
Now, it's really funny, in the film, Elvis uses his celebrity to meet the one person he really wants to meet at that moment at Nixon. Do you guys have similar experiences?
No, sometimes I will drop my name if I can't get into a club.
Name drop.
They don't recognize me at all because when I have a hat and glasses on, I just look like a banker. So people don't let me in. Yeah.
Why do you think people should come and go to the theaters and see Elvis and Nixon?
I actually have a somewhat solid answer to this, I think.
All right.
You know, I think in the movie, and particularly in the meeting between these two men, you see a different side to them that I don't think you've really seen in any other film. You know, and you get to really see kind of what makes them tick and some of their vulnerability and their anxiety, which I don't think people think about very often.
And more than that, you get Colin Hanks.
Yeah, you get
Of
Colin
course.
Hanks.
You get
His
Colin
father is a celebrity.
Yes.
Right. Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Oh
you
my
very
God, it
much.
was amazing.
Thank you so
It was
much.
nice
Thank you.
meeting
Thank
you. Nice to meet you.